Hey everyone, welcome to Just Riffing. This is Eric Walpole, and today's trick is finger tapping. So to start finger tapping, we have to understand that it's basically a hammer-on with the right hand, if you're a righty. If you're a lefty, it's going to be a hammer-on with the left hand on the fingerboard. The way you want to start is very simple. Let's just take a hammer-on example, a normal hammer-on example. That would be like this, right? You start with one finger here, play that note, and then you don't pick, but you hammer on with one other finger to another fret. And then that way it creates two sounds. So for finger tapping, we're going to do this same thing, except we're going to hammer on with the right hand. So to do that, I'm going to get rid of my pick. You want to position your right hand. I would recommend for beginners to start with your right hand gripping the neck like this and kind of placing the palm of your hand on the top part of the neck here, and then coming around this way, not getting your fingers in the way of the strings, but leaving them off the strings. And then using your first finger to just hammer onto different frets. And you will notice that with a distorted guitar, especially more distorted guitar like this, you'll get more sound out of it. And then you can add on a note with your left hand. So if you take one note here, for example, then you're going to do a pull-off. It's basically a pull-off with the right hand now, with this finger. Hammer on. Now pull off and out so you don't hit the bottom string. So hammer on, pull off. If you didn't pull off, you're not getting much of a sound after the hammer on. But yeah, then you can start to speed this up once you get comfortable with it. And then you can add in different patterns. Now here's a couple of patterns that are pretty common. I'll give you two patterns. One common pattern that you'll see a lot is hammer on with the left hand and then hammer on with the right hand, and then lift off this note and pull off with the right hand. So it's basically hammer on, pull off, hammer on, pull off, while lifting up the pinky there. And I just chose the pinky just randomly. You could choose any other finger. And then another common pattern is a little bit more complicated than that. It is the same thing, except at the end, we have an extra pull off with the pinky. So you start with the one note, you hammer on with the pinky. For this example, I'm doing 3rd fret and then 6th fret, and then hammering on at the 10th fret with the first finger as a finger tap. And then we're going to pull off to that note on the 6th fret that the pinky is on. And then you're going to pull off with the pinky. So it's a little bit more complicated than the one we just did. But you'll see that one a lot. It's pretty common. So hammer on, tap, pull off, pull off. Hammer on, tap, pull off, pull off. That one actually, I think it's used as a quick example, Hot for Teacher by Van Halen. Starts with a drum intro, and then the guitar comes in with a little scratch. And then the first pattern, which is a little bit easier, that's used in Eruption, also by Van Halen. When you get to the later part, when you hear the tapping, he's doing that first pattern. Thank you all for listening. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Please feel free to respond and comment down below, and I'll see you next time for trick number 2. Peace.